Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your man Step, and welcome back to the Vibes with Step podcast. Let's go ahead and run this thing. You know what I'm saying? What's the topic for today, Step? Hell if I know. But before we get in the topic, small talk. Let's go ahead and just, discuss a few things. So I'm still drinking on my green tea. This right after the, the whole diet podcast. You feel me? And I think that was a good one. I think, and see, that's one thing I thought about over time. It's been a while since we started, since I jumped in these podcasts because, I tried to record a few back to back. Neither one of them stuck with me. Not today, but like maybe a couple weeks ago, I tried, recording one and it just ain't stick. I guess I just needed a break from it because it ain't feel right. I recorded one for like 15, 20 minutes and the shit just ain't sound right. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all good. I hope y'all lovely and just living life. I hope you're having a good day, morning, night. It's all the same. But I'm glad you're listening if you are listening. So, yeah, so far life is good for me. I'm having a little bit of a vibe, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for like a couple days, I just been in a real bad space in my head. No, it's not about mental awareness and none of that shit. That's something I probably won't talk about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just been in a bad space, and I kind of just been dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? And I know why I'm in a bad space, but I'm just dealing with it. You feel me? It's usually because I like to think aloud. I like to think out loud. But at this point, I'm kind of taking time out to just kind of shut the fuck up and let my mind just go. So enough of that. Let's get in the topic. You feel me? So I guess the topic for today, let's talk about attics and basements. Cause I put this in. If you listen to this before Dread collection, I think is episode, it might be episode 6. It's either episode 6 or 7. No, it's episode 1. Yeah. So if y'all see episode 1, which most likely you is gonna see episode 1 before you listen to this, would y'all choose an attic or would you choose a basement? If you could have your ideal house, I'm pretty sure all houses come with like either an attic or a basement. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say or a garage. Shit, I would throw that in there. I'd rather have a if we gonna put a goddamn garage in the mix and make that a third party kind of thing. I'd rather have a goddamn garage. But if y'all ever seen the movie Scream, then you might know why a garage might be a bad idea. But no, we just gonna leave it with an attic or a basement. So in Dread X Collection 5 Part 1, I said I'd rather have an attic. Now listen, an attic, and I'm gonna run through like the bad things about both of them bad boys. You know what I'm saying? Just based on what I seen in movies and shit. Cause I never lived in a house. I mean that's bullshit. Most houses have like an attic, but I never actually been in an attic. I done been in a basement, I think. Have I ever been in a basement? I don't know. I probably never. I don't think I ever been in a basement. But yeah, most houses have an attic. Most houses have a basement. But you can't. I don't think they got both. You feel me? If they do got, I'm pretty sure some houses got both. But yeah, I'd rather have an attic because it just seems safer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you deal and I'm just going based on like horror movies and shit. Like the safety of having a attic versus a basement. I think when it comes to a basement, you'll probably survive. You have a better chance at surviving a tornado if you in a basement, cause that means you below ground. You know what I'm saying? That means you under the house. Tornado can't get you unless it's one of them crazy ass tornadoes that just pierce everything and it suck you out from the basement. But if you in the attic, that means you above ground and you in the roof area. So that tornado could run right through that house and suck you out of there. So I think in that case, a basement is a much better fit. But what you think? You know what I'm saying? Am I just being stupid? Like, am I being crazy? Is a basement the worst thing that be in compared to an attic in a tornado? Because you got to think, I ain't never been in a damn tornado. I ain't never even seen a tornado. I mean, I seen a baby one when I was at the mall as a kid. Like this little small tornado, just like it just spawned. You know what I'm saying? It just spawned and it was just there. It was one like it was shorter than me, but it was there. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of was just playing with it. That's what she said. But yeah, maybe a basement might be not so safe compared to an attic. Maybe it's certain things that could put an attic over a basement. I doubt it. Now let's go ahead and talk about the dangers as far as like surviving a murder. Like let's say Scream. We're gonna put Scream in the mix. Let's say it's a killer after you. So let's say you go into the attic. As far as the attic, you could actually get up there and pull the ladder up. Now mind you, the killer could always, but then again, they would have to find like a stick or something like that. Cause usually attics got like the little pull thing where you could pull it. They either got like the ring that you'll need like a stick with a hook to pull it down, or you got the string up there you could pull. But even with both of them, I think you gotta be tall enough to do that. So let's say you got up there before the killer managed to get to you. You could climb up there and you could hide. Worst case scenario, you forget your phone, or let's say you ain't got a phone and you pretty much just up there and you ain't got no way out. Unless it's a window up there, you know what I'm saying, that you could kind of jump through, but you pretty much just stuck up there. Or you could let the killer up there with you, you know what I'm saying, and they could, I don't know, try to get you, and as they climbing up, you can knock their ass down and finish the job. Or let's say you dealing with a smart killer and they kind of bait you out there or trying to bait you out there, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say you in the attic, they know you in the attic, but they never move and you don't know if it's safe or not. You up there for like 30 minutes. What's the move? What's the plan, Jack? What's the plan, Jane? Jack, Jane, it's all the same. We gonna put a male or a female in this situation. What's the plan? You in the attic, you safe. But you ain't got no phone. You ain't got no way out, no window up there. You just in the attic. You know what I'm saying? And the only way out is down. They could be gone. You know what I'm saying? They could have left the house, or they could just be waiting down there for you. You never know. They could be around the corner or in another room just waiting on you to get down there because you might think it's safe. But who knows? At that point, you got to take a chance. Now, you might have some weapons in the attic. You know what I'm saying? You might be a gun collector. You might have some knives up there. You might have a fucking lamp from 1940 that's hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? Anything could be used as a weapon. You can kill somebody with a damn pencil. Word to John Wick. You know what I'm saying? But you just never know. Honestly, I think in that kind of situation, I'd rather be in a basement. Now, hear me out. It's kind of crazy thinking about it because, and when it comes to a basement, you got to go down. And it's dark down there, and it's a lot of space. Depending on how big your basement is, I done seen basements. And my ideal basement is big. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of shit in it. But let's say a killer came down there with you, and they closed the door, and it's dark. And, it's weird to me how killers can kind of just, walk in the dark. Like, they got night vision or some shit. It's crazy to me. But neither one of y'all can see, but the killer kind of got an idea on how to, walk in the dark. Or maybe they left the door cracked so a little bit of light can get in there. Or maybe they just hiding by the stairs. They at the bottom on, the side, and they hiding by the stairs in case you going to try to run for it. That's kind of like where the fall-off point is for being in a basement. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what to do at that point. You just in the basement. You think you safe, and then you find out the killer down there with you. And, there might be some weapons down there too, but it's so dark. It ain't like the attic where you safe up top and the killer. Either way it go, you stuck. Because with the attic, you got to go down there. And let's say you try to go back up there. It'll take a lot of time because you got to climb a ladder. The killer could just knock you off the ladder. If you going in the basement and the killer down there with you and you trying to run up, they could just grab your foot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll take a long time to get up there, and it's dark too, so you got to watch your step. I don't know. It's real finicky subject talking about this shit. But let's go ahead and switch it up and talk about the paranormal when it comes to an attic. And then I'm going to go to zombies too. Or when it comes to, an attic or a basement with the paranormal. Now, I done seen The Conjuring. If you ever seen The Conjuring, that's one of my, if not my favorite movie series ever. That shit is dope. But the first movie, the lady was going in the basement. They had a basement in their house. So I think one of the ghosts rolled a ball. When she went in the basement, it rolled a ball, and she saw it, and she started going crazy, and then she ran back up the steps. But then the door, no, yeah, she was upstairs, and she was looking in the basement, and she heard some noises down there, and the door going to the basement was open, and she had a lighter or a match. I forgot which one, but she was like, "Whoever's down there, you're gonna stay down there," or some crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be the same way. I'd be like, "Hey, you can stay down there, but just know you're gonna starve." So she turned around to leave, and then next thing you know, the door closed her and hit her in the face. She rolled down the steps all the way in the basement. She was in the dungeon area. You know what I'm saying? I think the light was on down there, or she still had a light. I don't know. It was either dark or the light was still on down there. She saw a ball roll, and then she started panicking, and then she ran right up the stairs. And then next thing you know, she lit a candle or her lighter or her match, whatever she had. She had a fire. I know that. She turned around, she started looking in the basement. Then next thing you know, this hand started clapping behind her head, and then the light went out. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you pretty much fucked. Because if you dealing with the paranormal and they messing with you, it ain't no leaving. Because once they close that door, where you gonna go? You ain't got no other damn choice. Your ass is done your range. You fried. You just screwed, like straight up. It ain't no way to get away from that. Because basements ain't got no windows. I ain't never heard of a basement having a window. You might have an underground tunnel. You know what I'm saying? If you like John Rambo or some crazy shit like that, you might build one. But other than that, it ain't nowhere to go in a basement. It's one way out, and that's up. But if that's blocked off, where you gonna go? You dead. You done your rings. Unless the ghost let you leave, which is rare. I done seen that in games. It's rare. They gotta have a reason to let you leave. Maybe they already know they got you. And then it's like, well, might as well let them leave. Now let's switch it up and go to the attic. Let's say it's a ghost in the attic, and you go to search like a dumbass. Like straight up. I done seen that in like zombie movies. You know what I'm saying? Checking the attic. But let's say you go up there, you hear noises. Me, I'm not going to check no goddamn attic. It's not happening, compadre, today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. It's not happening. For what? Why the hell you going to check it? Just leave it alone. I ain't never had a reason to go check anything dealing with an attic. I'm the type where, well, me now, I'm different. When I was a kid, let's take my mentality of when I was a kid and we apply this. When I was a kid, I remember my cousin, I think I talked about this, but I forgot. And mind you, my cousin used to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he used to turn the lights off and try to scare me and shit like that. And I remember we was watching, you know, in the den, we was watching like TV or a movie or some shit. And it was dark. Like, all the lights was off except, you know what I'm saying, the door, it was 2 doors going to the den, so I was fucked either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a ghost messing with me, he had 2 entrance ways. One on the far left, one on the far right. The one on the right was right next to the front door, you know what I'm saying? And then the one on the left was the one going to the next bedroom. And the den was pretty big. He left. I don't know what the hell made him do it, but the light was on in the hallway, like outside, like by the front door. It's a hallway, you know. And he went out there and turned the light off. And it was so damn dark, I couldn't see shit. Mind you, the light in the den was already off, but at least the lights in the bedroom on the left and the light in the hallway was on. But this nigga turned the light off in the hallway. So I'm like, oh shit. And you know it's a irrational fear, because you already know it's not a ghost or nothing, it's just my cousin. But as a kid, your mind start coming up with crazy things. You know what I'm saying? It start coming up with just the craziest possibilities of what could be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Is it a demon, or is it a monster trying to get me? No, it's my fucking cousin. You know what I'm saying? A few seconds later, the light in the bedroom went off. So it was pitch black. The only thing on is the TV. So what I did, I got right under the cover and I just stayed there. I ain't go check. For what? And not too long after that, he tried to scare me, and you know, it worked. But it's like, you take that mindset, and that's basically what that lady did. I'm not going to check no goddamn basement. I'm not going to check no damn attic. It's just not happening. Like, if I know I hear noises coming from my attic. I mean, me now, I'll probably check, but I'm not just gonna go up there. I'll probably peek, and you gotta be quick. Cause I done seen, in horror movies, they try to set the tone by being slow. So if you go up an attic ladder and you just halfway up there and you just turn it around slow, you know what I'm saying? Like what a camera do, they rotate it, and you just up there with your flashlight just spinning slow, looking around. Who the hell gonna spin slow like that? Me, I'm going up there checking all angles. You know what I'm saying? Front, back, left, right, angle, all my sides real fast to see what's up there. You don't go up in an attic checking slow. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you know you dead. You feel me? And that's if a ghost is a thing. But the thing about it is a ghost can't do nothing to you when you up there. Unless you one of them people who get scared easy. You feel me? Like if you halfway up there checking and you get scared and you fall back, then you might be done. But that's the only thing that'll probably happen. You just fall off the ladder. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the ghost could sit there and pull the ladder up under you and you up there. Because it's still in the attic. Unless you're dealing with more than one ghost, then it's like, whoa, you didn't expect that. One was in the basement, one was in the attic. The one from the basement came up to kind of, help the one in the attic. It's safer, it's much safer than the basement. If you deal a ghost in the basement, a basement ghost compared to an attic ghost, no question, attic is the safest bet. Because at least with the attic, you ain't got to go up there. I mean, you ain't got to go in the basement either. But once you in the basement, you stuck. Because the door could close behind you. In the attic, you can just go halfway up there. You look around for a little bit and it's like, well, there's nothing up here, Johnny. I'm just going to go back downstairs. And then you close it and you go about your business. Now, what if you hallway lights on, pretty much all the lights in the house on. You halfway up there. And then you don't find nothing. And then the lights in the house go off. Oh my God, you fucked up. Like straight up, you just done your reins at that point. You done. Cause you don't know what to do. You got the flashlight, yeah, but where you go? It's dark down and it's dark up. You might as well be in a basement already. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So at that point, you go in the attic and you stay up there, or you go down and you try to figure out why the lights went off and you go try to find a breaker. But you got to think the house dark. And we talking about nighttime. We ain't talking about daytime. Because usually ghosts don't mess with you during the day. I mean, the only time I done seen a ghost mess with people during the day is in Insidious. I think it was the second movie, Insidious 2, I think. The lady was watching the bed. No, she was actually home by herself. And then the ghost kind of, like, she turned around and the ghost kind of was just there. Some of the best transition I ever seen in a movie. But yeah, it's like broad day, you don't usually got to worry about a ghost. You know what I'm saying? Nighttime is usually where shit happen. And I think daytime ghosts, I can't say that's bullshit. I was going to say daytime ghosts probably scarier than nighttime ghosts. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we already know that ain't true. But yeah, out of all this, I'd rather deal with, when it come to ghosts, I'd rather deal with an attic. Unless the power in the house go off, then you fuck. You know what I'm saying? There's no coming back from that. But at that point, would I go in the attic? Probably not. I'll probably just go down and face it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, if I had a choice, I'll leave. Like, straight up, I'll just leave the house. What the ghost gonna do? Follow me? Maybe. But will it? Maybe. But would it give a shit enough to do that? Probably not. But who knows? It's got to be a reason. It's a reason why a ghost would be in the basement or the attic. Maybe they died up there. Maybe that house. That's why you got to find out if your house haunted. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no ghost just going to be fucking with you for no reason in the basement or the attic. Either your house haunted or you was messing with a Ouija board. Straight up. But let's go ahead and switch up the topic, and not the topic, but the subject, and make it a zombie. Zombie apocalypse. Let's say you in a house. You got it all sweet and boarded up, armor outside, you know what I'm saying? But let's say the zombies just so happen to rent a armored truck and they crash in the side of your house. Your house is very much armored and protected. Then you end up by yourself. You got everything you need. But the zombies hired they got an armored truck and they crash that bit right through the side of your house. You got a big hole in your house. Zombies just pouring in. Hundreds and billions of zombies. You only got two different ways to go. You got an attic, you got a basement. Let's start with the attic. It's only two different outcomes for this. You either die or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because let's think. When the zombies pouring in your house, you got everything you need in your house. But if you going to sit in the attic, you got to scrounge up everything you need to be up there for a while. Because let's think, you got billions of zombies coming in your house. I mean, that's an unrealistic number, but you know, you just got a lot of zombies coming in your house. That means you got to be fast because they pouring in. And they only got one way in, and that's that hole. So that means you got to get food. You got to get water. You got to get weapons. You got to get anything you know you can carry. Find your backpack, duffel bag, whatever you got in the house, some kind of bag, put that shit in there, and then you got to hurry up and climb to the attic. But the thing about it is you got to pull that thing down. What if you ain't got the stick for it? What if you got to jump up there and grab the string to pull it down? And I'm pretty sure that thing got a little force to it, so it ain't going to be easy. And the question is, where's your attic? Well, your attic would probably have to be upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Unless you ain't got no stairs. But in this house, you got stairs. So you would have to go upstairs. I mean, you probably got time to board off the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Stop the zombies from coming up for like maybe 5 minutes. So you got enough time. Let's say you got enough time to get to the attic. Grabbing all the supplies you need to be up there is going to take a little bit of time. Because some of that stuff probably downstairs. So that means you probably might have to fight off a few zombies. You know what I'm saying? But let's say you successfully do that. So then you grabbing everything you need. Make your way upstairs. Find your big ass, find something. Maybe you grab your bed mattress or something like that and you just block off the stairs. You feel me? Just push it down there and kind of jam it in the stairs. That's what she said, jam it in there. But yeah, you jam it in the stairs, block off the stairs. Zombies got to climb over that thing. They probably even eating it. You know what I'm saying? And that give you just enough time to climb the attic thing, you know, the ladder, and you go up there. You close it, you safe. But for how long? Your house full of zombies. Eventually they might leave. Probably not. I done had games where zombies straight up camp in there. Y'all ever seen I Am Legend? Where they stay in them dark buildings and they sleep in there? Chances is them zombies might just stay in your house. So you stuck. Some of them might leave, you know what I'm saying? They might go off to do better things with their life. They might find victims out there in the world, and they might come across some other living people. They might chase them. And it's the trade-off. You got everything you need, but the zombies kind of stay in your house. You know what I'm saying? And the only ways you got is windows upstairs you could jump out. Not in the attic, but just on, like, upstairs. You got windows up there. You got the doors downstairs. What you gonna do? What's your plan of action? You know what I'm saying? If you stay up there for a while, you feel me? Cause ain't no zombie gonna just like grab no hook and be like, I mean, they can drive cars, you know what I'm saying? They crashed a truck, or armored truck in the side of your house. So if a zombie can do that, I'm pretty sure they could pull down the attic ladder. But let's say they not that smart, they not that advanced. They could build a damn armored truck, but they can't pull down the attic ladder. Not that advanced. That's some level 55 type shit right there. You know what I'm saying? But let's say they're not smart enough to do that. All right, you safe. But for how long? You got enough food to kind of, last for a while. But then you got to take a piss, you got to take a shit, you got to, your water supply start running low. Maybe you might need a little entertainment. You're running, something is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you just dead ass might need to get out that house. Anything is possible at that point. You got two choices. You either stay your ass in that attic or you go down there and fight through it. And you could try to sneak, but how the hell can you sneak down an attic ladder? I mean, you could raise it low, but you got to think it's a lot of zombies in your house and they upstairs too. I mean, you don't know. It's kind of like with the whole killer thing. You don't know where they at in the house at that point. They could be right there in front of the ladder waiting on you. Or they could dead ass just be spread in different rooms and they probably just emptied out the hallway. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. But that's your chance to take. You either take that chance or you stay up there in that attic and you just, you know what I'm saying? You pray to God, pray to whoever you believe in. If you don't believe in nothing, then you just better do something. I'll leave that bitch. I'm not about to sit there and be sleeping and sitting in the attic when I know I be shitting up there and pissing up there. That's disgusting, bro. Because it's going to happen. Like, let's be real. You know how in movies they sit there and show these people dead as just like, You know what I'm saying? Sitting in ladders and like sitting in attics and shit and sitting in these houses, but they don't show the nasty real life stuff like them wiping their ass and taking poops and having sex and all that crazy stuff, changing the baby diaper. And what if they ain't got no baby diapers, but they got babies? How the hell they changing the baby diaper? You know what I'm saying? That means they probably gotta wear the same diaper. They gotta wipe the poop off the diaper and shit like that. I don't know. That's the stuff they don't show in these movies, the realistic side. It's always transitions and cuts. They never show the dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what somebody need to do one day. Show like what happened when these people actually gotta survive. I'll sneak my way out there and fight. You know what I'm saying? And if they notice me, then I guess I'm going out dying. Straight up. I'm gonna fight and die trying. Real talk. But let's switch it up and go to the basement. Now this way it's gonna get real tricky. Cause it's only so much your ass can do in the basement. And chances are you gonna die. It's probably 100% 0.5 chance you gonna die. Give or take 0.5%. That's your survival chance. Same scenario. Zombies crash the truck into your house. But instead of going to the attic upstairs, you go to the basement downstairs. Now listen, you got everything you need. Fast forward. But you chose the B scenario. Basement. A and B scenario. A for attic, B for... That wasn't even playing, y'all. Straight up. So yeah, you go to the basement. You close it. You could board it up. You know what I'm saying? Like take certain things from upstairs and board it. I mean, from in the basement and board it up. But how long is that going to last? Because you got to think. Them zombies is probably trying to rush in there and bust down that door. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like an attic. They can't get up an attic ladder because they ain't got nothing to climb. But they most definitely can bust through a door. You feel me? And it's dark down there. I mean, I'm pretty sure you turn the lights on if the light's still working in your house. It's the zombie apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure eventually electricity gonna go off. But yeah, let's just say, for your sake, since you probably gonna die, let's say the power's still on. That mean you still got air in the house, you know what I'm saying? But the zombies just coming in. Like they slowly coming in that basement. What's your chance? What do you think your chance of survival is? I gave you 0.5. Well, I gave you 100% chance of dying with an added 0.5% chance of survival. You know what I'm saying? Which is bullshit. But yeah, honestly, all I can tell you to do is just tuck your knees and pray. Cause you not surviving. Cause there's only one way out and one way in. And them zombies is coming in straight up. They busting down that door. They calling your name. They smelling you. They say you smell good. Hopefully you taste better. You know what I'm saying? Cause you ain't had a bath in days. You feel me? But yeah, zombies coming in. They on their way down. You got weapons. Let's say you got 2 guns. I can't give you all the guns. You know what I'm saying? Cause you got 2 guns. You could probably take out 100 of them if you wanted to. You got bullets. You got bullets to spare. You got extra clips. You got let's say you got a goddamn sword and, a couple knives, maybe even a bat. You know what I'm saying? But they coming down. You start killing them, taking them out. It's only so much of that you can do before you get tired, before they start piling in, they start blocking the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, you done your range. Like it ain't no way. Please tell me in the comment section how the fuck you can survive that. Like real talk, it ain't no way in hell you surviving a damn zombie outbreak in your house, especially in the basement, because it ain't no way to go out in the basement. I mean, maybe, just maybe. Because, I done seen in certain movies where, like, basements had that little small window in the cut. Like, let's say somebody on the outside of the house and they could, like, sit right there and talk to you through that window. And it can open, so maybe you could get through that. But if you got a little weight on you, you're not going through that window. You know what I'm saying? So you pretty much just done your rings at that point. So I honestly don't know what to say on that. I think you just dead. I think you just straight up done your rings. I think you dead forever. But at least you can go out fighting and getting your kill streak up. Unless somebody just so happened, and it's the only saving grace in this whole situation. And this could apply to the attic too. The only way you could survive this is if somebody distracting them zombies and they gotta know you there. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody just coming through killing them zombies. That's the only way. You need third-party help. It ain't no way you're going to be able to get out of there by yourself. Unless you kill a zombie and then that's another way you could probably survive. Word to the Walking Dead. You survive by masking yourself in the guts and blood of the dead. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the only way. The first zombie that come down there, because you got to think, eventually they're going to start piling up on the stairs if you keep killing them. So it's going to take longer for the other zombies to get down there. But don't waste time. Like, you got to be fast, though. Just take some of the guts and shit and just smear it all over your body. It's going to smell bad. Oh, of course. Dead person. Ugh. Especially somebody who reanimated. You know what I'm saying? And just rub them over your body all over the place on your face, not in your cuts and eyes and shit, not in your mouth. You don't want to get infected. I mean, I don't even think, can an infection work like that? You know how in some movies you kill a zombie and it kind of just like, you know, somebody killing and the blood get in their mouth and shit. I mean, the only thing I done seen was in 28 Days Later where the bird blood got in that man, like the bird was eating something and then the blood got in that man's eye and he got infected. So you can get it through the eyeball. But can it get in your mouth and infect you like that? I mean, unless you got a cut in your mouth, can it work like that? I don't know. Let's just say all of that shit out the window. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you could just rub all that shit on your body and maybe, just maybe, it'll disguise you from being caught by the zombies. Pretty much at that point, you just a dead man. Or, you might, maybe it's an off chance you could survive. Hell if I know. But that's it for this podcast. Hope y'all had a good time. I like this topic. You know what I'm saying? Because it opened the possibilities of just, the different things you could do in an attic or basement. Let's say a tornado just so happened to come in, you know what I'm saying? And you in the basement, it's like, oh no, all these zombies, what can I do? Tornado just, you know what I'm saying, just washing everything out. But let me know what you think. Is it a way you could survive being in an attic from zombies, a killer, or maybe even a tornado? Is it a way you could survive a tornado in the basement, a killer in the basement, or even a certain zombie outbreak in the basement, or even the paranormal? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I'm open to different interpretations and scenarios. So that's it. Let me know what y'all thought. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Expect the next podcast soon. And have a good day and night.